Howdy all, lovely to see you all again. Today we're going to be looking at the delightful solo from Scream Aim Fire by Bullet For My Valentine. Let's take a look.
Right now it's killing time. Oh, let's rock, oh, let's rock. Right now.
Guys, for this particular Bullet For My Valentine song, we're in D standard, which is D, G, C, F, A, D. So get yourself in tune and we'll get started. Okay guys, let's have a look at the first section. I'm kind of starting around an E minor pentatonic. Just keep in mind that we're obviously a full step down in our tuning. I want to start off with my pinky on 15 of the second string and then bend up 14 of the third. And they're going to be kind of played together like a chord. You'll notice my pinky stays and my ring finger comes up. At the end of that, I do a bit of gentlemanly vibrato on that 12th fret. I will mention as well, for these first couple of sections, I did have a bit of wah on those as well. And we work into this phrase. We'll speed that up obviously eventually, but let's go through that idea. The concept's actually quite simple. I'm playing 15 of the first string, and then I'm going back to 12. This is kind of my returning pedal note. I want to play that note 3 times. So we're going to be working with basically mini groups of 4 16th notes or 4 semiquavers. So we're going to go, I'm doing 1 15 and 3 12s, and that time is going to be very similar throughout this whole lick. I'm going to do the same idea with 1 14 and 3 12s, and the 15 again, and then the 17. And I do that whole idea twice. Let's try from the start now. Okay, the next bit that follows that, hopefully that's all making sense. The next part starts from 15 of the first string. I do a full tone bend, and then I do bring it down and just give it some gentlemanly vibrato. Okay, after that I work into 2 little 3-string arpeggios. I've got a minor one to start. Let's go through that slowly. I'm starting off by just gently sweeping through, nothing too rushed, and only 3 strings. I'm starting from 16 of the third, 17 of the second, and I'm going to play 15 of the first string, and I'm going to pluck 19 of the first string, and then pull that off. So I think it's important to get that kind of more aggressive sound on the pull off there. Gives the arpeggio a bit more of a pulse. So after I've pulled off from 19 to 15, I want to play 17 of the second string. I think that's 8 notes. 6 notes rather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I want to do that little arpeggio twice. And we're going to do a very similar idea with a diminished concept. From 14 of the third string, I'm going to play 14 and then jump to 16 of the second. And then I'm going to play 14 of the first. Then after that, I'm going to do a pull off from 17 to 14, sort of go. So let's go through that slowly. 14, 16, 14 of the first, and then a pull off from 17 to 14. I'm ending that phrase on 16 of the second string. Now the only thing that's different about the second arpeggio we do here is there's only 4 notes. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then when I repeat it again this time, I'm just going to end on that 17. So it's a little bit short to get us in position for the next phrase that follows. Let's try putting the whole thing together from the start, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Okay, let's have a look at the second section. I will mention that there is a harmony with this. I've decided to do the lower one. It's very plausible that the guitarist does do the higher one live, but You guys can just decide for yourselves. I've decided to do the low one, so let's have a look at that. I'm going to start from 12 with the second string, and then I'm going to go, which is playing 15, 14, 12 on the first string. At the end of that, I want to play 14, 15 to end that little phrase. Hopefully that's all making sense. Then I jump back to 12 of the second string. Then after this, I'm just descending down the scale. So I'm going to play 15, 14, 12 on the first string, and then resolve that to 15 of the second string. So this is what we should have from the start. Okay, then we go to the last run that's a little bit more complicated. It's almost got a hint of Malmsteen about it. Anyway, I want to jump from 12 of the second string to 15 of the first. And then I'm going to play 14, 15, 12, 15. So let's try this. At the end of that, I'm going to jump my pointer back even further and play 10th fret and then jump to 15. So this most recent chunk now. Okay, there's one more little shred at the end. Let's put together what we've got from the start. We should have 3 little chunks now. Okay, now to finish that off, what I've got here is I'm playing 13, 12, 13, 15 on the second string. Then I'm jumping to 12 of the first string. 13, 12, 13, 15, then 12 of the first. That's the whole section. Let's do it relatively slowly, and then we'll do it again with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Okay, so this last section's pretty good times. I want to start with a tap from 19 of the first string, and then I'm pulling off to 12 and hammering to 15. We want to do that idea 6 times. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I want to add in a 7th tap and just hold that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then hold the 7. I'm going to do the same idea pretty much, but I'm going to be playing 19 with the tap and then hammering 12, 14. But this time, instead of adding the pause again, I'm just going to try and do 8 groups of those 3 notes. So let's do the first group with the held tap and then just the 8. Hopefully that's making sense. On the album, that's how it goes, but obviously live, it's almost impossible to get to the next run if you do 8 taps. So I won't tell anyone if you guys do a cheeky 7 and then jump into the next one. I definitely would say there was a little bit of cheating on the album. We'll keep that to ourselves. Let's get this little A minor legato run. This is very, very diatonic, relatively easy. I'm starting from 12 of the 6th string and I'm playing 12, 14, 15. I'm only plucking the first. So just rolling the legato up this. I do the same thing on the 5th. So we've gone 12, 15, 12, 15. 12, 14, 15 rather twice. Then I jump to the 4th string and I play 12, 14, 16. And then the same on the 3rd. And this is all legato, so obviously we're only picking 1 note per string. Then I jump to the 2nd string, I want to play 13, 15, 17, and then 14, 15, 17 on the 1st string. This is a straight diatonic E Aeolian shape. At the end of that, after I've hit the 17 with the hammer on, I want to hit it again as a bend. And at the end of that, I want to jump to 22 to finish it off. And add a gentlemanly bend there as well. All right, let's go from the taps. We'll add the legato run, and then we'll do it all again a little slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. And that was the solo from Scream, Aim, Fire by Bullet For My Valentine. Hope you guys have enjoyed that. I'll catch you real soon.